How you doing? Bit of a grim day today. Remember me saying a few months ago that I was in talks to buy this field? Well, done it. Bought it. Mine. As you can see, if you remember back to, I think it was last year now, wasn't it? Mr. Walters, the contractor that I met down in the town, he's been back with his lads and a couple more diggers actually, and he's been working his magic in the field. He's backfilled all the water trenches, all the little streams, and essentially created one flat piece of land for me. He's had to turn this first area here into a bit of a holding area for the machinery while he's been here, but that's not a problem. And this is about the 7th truckload of trees that they've had in and out the field, but it's all done. As you can see now, there's still an old farm behind the trees there in the distance. There's still an old, it's kind of a derelict farm. I own the land. It came as part of the deal with this. That's why it took a little bit longer to go through than just an ordinary field. Yeah, the house is a bit derelict, and it's pretty much in need of knocking down. So I do have a few plans for that. Essentially, what I'm going to get done is, we'll go over there in a wee while, I'll show you what I'm talking about, but I plan on essentially knocking it all down, building another house on there and turning it into a bit of an Airbnb to create a bit of income for me. So that's the plan with that, because the land that used to be owned by that farm, obviously I now own this field. I own the fields around here. The farmhouse and barns and storage areas and stuff, that there's no land that comes with that anymore. It's all owned by myself and other local farmers. So it's just a plot of land with a few trees and a couple of sheds and an old house that needs levelling. So yeah, but I'll go around and show you that in a wee while. But I think Mr. Walters is all pretty much done here. He's all tidied up, loaded up, ready to rock and roll and get himself off. So that's pretty good. He's I've actually struck a bit of a deal with him actually, because of what the wood is worth on its own. He's actually taken all of the trees down and taken those as part payment. So he's going to tell me what he gets when he's sold them all, and we're going to take that off the bill, which is pretty good of him, because I've got no use for the trees or for the wood. Yeah, I could make a few quid from it, but it's all the same to me, isn't it? If it's going to take a chunk of money off the value of the bill, then that's good enough for me. Now Amos, we can't see him here, he's quite, oh there he is, you can just see the back of the seeder there, but Amos is out in his 8R with my seeder out in the grass field. He's drilling the seed for me, or for us. It's a team job, that, isn't it, the grass that we deal with over there for our cows. Yeah, all looks like he's going all right there. We can just see him there in the distance, drilling away. So yeah, so I need to get working in this field here. I have, hello dear. Yeah, I've got the 9RX hooked up to the plough. I've just had to change a couple of the shanks on the plough actually. They were a bit, a couple of them have fallen off, got lost in the field. A couple of them were looking quite blunt, so I've, and because Amos has got the seeder, I've got the room in the shed here to unfold it, just, and allow me to work on it out the rain. As you can see, I've only just been able to unfold it in here. It's a big thing, this. But yeah, a few of the shanks were needed replacing. There was 5 or 6 of them over here. A couple of them in the centre there had actually fallen off and gone missing. So there was a couple on this side as well. But it's all looking tickety-boo now. It's ready to go. So I think we just need to wait for Mr. Walters to pack up and go and get his stuff out the field, and then we shall jump in. We're going to get the plough running. We're going to get that field completely ploughed under and ready for a new crop. We need to get the stone picker in there and get the stones picked out, because this will undoubtedly pull up some rocks. And Mr. Walters, with all the work that he's been doing, he's pulled up a few rocks in the process as well, which is completely understandable. So yeah, we're going to wait for him to clear off, as it were, and I shall get the 9RX rock and rolling in the field. Alright, there's the last of them gone out the field. So we can now get ourselves in here and get ploughing. This is a big field, this. I'm not too sure whether this is now my biggest or not. I haven't actually figured that one out yet, but I need to find out the exact acreage now. So, anyway, let's get back to the shed, sort out the 9RX and get it in here, get cracking. Right, let's get this thing folded up. I can just get this unfolded in here and folded up as well. It just misses the ceiling, thankfully. But it is handy having this shop here so I can work on my implements that are as big as this. It really is. Good stuff. Right. Out to the field, where we belong. I did actually just run the 8410 there with the old little chisel plough earlier on, just to define the edges of the field in a couple of places where a bit of fence work had to be done, because there was a couple of entrances to this field. There's this one here that's on my road, but on there was also an entrance close by the old farm over there, and there was also one on the other road directly in front of us on the other side of the field. And there was also a bit of a gap in the fence there where there was a bit of where the waterway led to the drainage. So Mr. Walters has done a bit of fencing for me as well. Fenced all that off. Planted some fresh grass where it's needed it. Right, let's unfold this. We might need to pull out a bit further, mightn't we? Just get it straightened up a bit. I think I'm a bit off with that one, aren't I? Yes. There it goes. Pull it over to the left a bit there. That should do us just fine. Excellent. Right. So, let's drop this down. Get ploughing. Jobbed. A good job well done. 35 minutes it's taken me to plough this field. Another massive advantage of having this whopping great plough. Let's get that folded up. And we're going to get this back over to the workshop. It's really full of big wet lumps of soil, obviously with the rain coming down as it is. As is the tractor, so let's get this back to the workshop. Give it a jetting off. Get it a bit cleaner. And then I think I need to run the fertiliser spreader over in the grass field that Amos has just drilled for us. So let's crack on. Get this thing cleaned off first. Oh, Amos has cleaned off the cedar for us. What a good lad, eh? That's good of him. He didn't have to do that. But this... Oh, this is dirty. Right, let's get this done. And then, you know what, I think I might just wait the rain out for a little bit. We'll get this cleaned off, wait for the rain to stop. It's due to stop, hopefully, within the next hour or so. So, we'll get that sorted. This should reach over there, I think. I do need to get that popped away, but I'm glad I haven't for now, because I do need to dig the sprayer out. Pretty sure this has got something in it. Yeah, we're alright, I think. Yeah, we've got stuff in. Right, so let's get back to that grass field. Give it a good coat of nitrogen. But yeah, I have actually done some calculations as well. This isn't my biggest field. Field over here to the left on the far end this is about just over 13 hectares, just under 14 actually. This one's about 20. So it's still a good plot of land though. It is now, especially after what Mr. Walters has done for us. We've got a good field there. So we need to carry on with the prep. It's going to need I need to get the stones picked out of it first, I think, and then it's going to need a good coat of lime to nourish the soil. Here we are. Right, let's pull ourselves well out into the field here, because this has got some reach to it, so... I haven't quite got used to this thing yet, though, so I'm not actually too sure where I need to sit in this field. Oh, I don't think I've done too bad there. Oh, look at that. Oh no, I'm a few feet off. I'll get there with it. There we go. I reckon that should do. Right. Let's get spraying. And the rain's just stopped, thankfully. Been going at that all day, so I'm glad of that. I think that might give me a bit of motivation to crack on with this field after this, because we still need to run the roller in here. I think I'll do that when we've done this field of fertilising. I need to be careful here because it's got a sharp corner to it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down there, mate. Slow down. Let's just get that bit in the corner there. There we go. Got to do a proper job now, haven't I? Excellent. Almost done. Sorry, but I'm never going to tire of watching this thing fold and unfold. Absolutely love it. I really do. Right. All done. Let's get ourselves back to the shop. And I think we shall hook the roller up to the... Do you know what? I think we're going to run the 8210 for a bit. I don't think I've been in that for a while. Yeah, let's crack on. Beautiful evening now. Carefully does it. I literally cannot see a thing. I've got, as I said in one of the other episodes, I've got one mirror to gauge myself with this. Just have to gauge it to what's around me. Oh, do you know what? That will do, I think. Ooh, that looks close. That was miles away. Miles away. Could drift a bus through there. Right, so need to crack on. Need to get this roller hooked up to this, the 82, and get ourselves back into that field and get it rolled under. Or rolled over, as it were. Should be able to get it from there, I hope. There we go. Excellent. Right. Back to it. What a beautiful evening now, though. Apologies if some of that footage earlier was a bit dark. The weather was a bit grim. What can I do? Look at it now, though. Right, same as before. Let's get this thing unfolded. Get rolling. There we go. Right, that's us done. One well-rolled field, and we're done in this field now for a good few weeks until it's grown. So, let's get ourselves back to the farm. I'm going to drop this lot off, and it's a beautiful evening now, isn't it? It's turned out really nice compared to what it was earlier in the day. Really nice indeed. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump in the truck. I'm going to feed the dog actually before we go anywhere, and I'm going to drive us around to my new project area, I suppose you can call it, where I plan on building a new house, as it were. Not for me. It's going to be a bit of a money maker. This. It's going to be an Airbnb. But we'll discuss a bit more of this when we're in the truck. I'll get this lot tidied away, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Right, everything's put away. All the sheds are shut up for now. I left the 9620 outside just for now. But yeah, we're going to jump in the truck. We're going to give the dog some food actually very quickly because it's almost 7 o'clock at night. The poor thing I wouldn't have eaten for a while. He'll find it, no doubt. Right. In we get. So, yeah, one of the reasons why it's taken me such a long time to come to a... And whoops, where am I going? There he is. Hello, mate. Look at that. Beelining for his food. Yeah, one of the reasons why it's taken me such a long time to strike a deal, as it were, with this piece of land is because of the house that was involved in it, and because of the farm that's there. It's been derelict for about 15 years. Sorry, it's been empty for about 15 years. No one's lived there. But obviously there was still a lot of legal stuff involved in the property. So it's not been as straightforward as just buying a field. So, yeah. But now it's all done and dusted. All the legal stuff's dealt with. And I bought it at a very, very good price. Now, I've not actually been here very much yet. I did pay a quick visit the other day. It's quite overgrown in places. There's a couple of workshops. There's a concept shed similar to what I've got. But, right. Here will do nicely for now. Yeah. There's these old silos. These want taking down. There's not much that can be done with them, really. This place isn't too bad, this workshop. But, again, I just want rid of it. There's a few things in here I might be able to sell off for a few quid. A few dollars, sorry. This toolbox looks alright, but there's a bench drill, a press. Yeah, there's not really much here to write home about. It's a decent little workshop, I suppose, but, well, I'm not shy of a workshop, so there's nothing I can really do with it, is there? But yeah, I did send a surveyor around here a few weeks ago to have a look at things. He had a quick browse around. He said there wasn't really much there. This concept shed, as far as he was concerned, was empty. There's not really that much to do with it, apart from just tear the metal down and recycle it. And hello. Oh, he didn't even pop his head in here, did he? Look at this. A Fordson Super Major. Oh, I'll tell you what. Wow. It's a bit mucky. Can't imagine... Oh, the keys in it and everything. No. Completely dead. But you never know, that much might be the battery. That looks alright, that. I'll tell you what. That's mine. I have absolutely no use for something like this, but you know what? Love a project. I'll tell you what, that's just excited me. Wow, he really didn't... I sent him round here to give the place a good looking over, and he said he'd gone over everything in as much detail as he felt necessary, but he didn't see this. And everybody knows that this place has been this place has been empty for, I think it's about 14 years, 14 or 15 years. As far as I'm concerned, I own that. I own the land, I own these sheds, I own all of it. That's going to do for me, that. But yeah, this house, we're going to take this house down. The wood's rotten in places. It's been eaten by woodworm for years. There's very much anyone can do to save it, so we're gonna knock it down. And we're going to build a new place. We're going to landscape this whole area and turn it into a really nice Airbnb so I can make a bit of money. Now, I have been in contact with the local township as well. They've been in talks with me. We've been having a few discussions over the last few weeks. It's just about creating a bit of tourism, generating interest in the local area and getting people in here. And what better than a really, really nice, newly constructed, beautifully landscaped Airbnb property that someone's going to want to come and pay a decent amount of money to stay in for. So that's going to bolster my income. And obviously, because the local township are very keen to boost local tourism, they're going to pay me a little percentage towards it as well. So that's all good. But yeah, as you can see, it's just overgrown. There's just so much. What on? Hey? You know what? I'm starting to wonder whether this surveyor even came here or not. Look at this. Kill Brothers, 1600. Made in Ohio. Look at the chunky wheels on that and all. Oh, I'll tell you what. Well, that's mine and all. And I don't need to worry about whether that starts or not. It's a trailer. I can come and pick this up myself. Oh, goodness me, this is exciting, isn't it? I might have to cut a few things back here just to be able to get myself in here. But, I'm surprised I didn't spot that while I was in the field today, because this, look, if we just jump over this ravine, this is our field that we've been in today. I've been in this field for hours today and I haven't spotted that at all. It is well hidden, let's be honest, but, oh, what? Finders keepers and all that. Well, so I suppose that's... I mean, I wanted to come here just to give you a rough idea of what I had in mind for the place. I found a tractor and an auger wagon, albeit a bit old. I'm not sure what I can do with it. It's a nice thing, though, isn't it? It's a good few years old, but most of it's been out the weather. There's a bit of junk behind here, isn't there? We need to get rid of all these. An old cow feed frame. load of old tyres, conduit, a load of pallets, metal pipes. Yeah, there's not much we can do with that. We'll get all that scrapped when we get working in this area. I'll tell you what though, while we've still got a bit of daylight, I'm going to come back here with a tractor. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to come back with a low loader. I'm going to try and get that Fordson onto here. In fact, we're going to do that first. Let's get back in here. Get out of here. Spin around. Yeah. How exciting. Free tractor. And auger wagon. Wow, I really didn't know that was there. That's awesome. Right. I'll pick you back up in a second when I got the trailer hitched up. Right, trailer's hitched up. Let's get back over there. Get this Fordson picked up. I'm really excited about this. Who wouldn't be by a free secret tractor that nobody seems to have noticed for years and years and years? That's awesome. That's just made my day, that has. I don't think I want to sell it. I'm going to do it up and just have it as a bit of a museum piece, because a Fordson's an old thing. I haven't seen one of those for years. Very exciting. Although I haven't thought this through though, have I? I'm not too sure how I'm going to get it on there. Right, let's try and reverse this thing up as best as we can to the doors. Right, I'm going to need both hands for this, so I'm going to put the camera down for a few minutes, and hopefully I'll bring you back when I've got somewhere. It runs! I got my jump pack out, found that the battery was completely disconnected, so whoever had parked this up in here all those years ago had the foresight to disconnect the battery, just in case. So I connected it up, gave it a bit of juice with the jump pack for a few minutes, and a couple of turns of the key and we're off. I shouldn't let it run for too long though, because I can't imagine the fuel that's in, whatever fuel is in the tank is any good, so I could need to get it on the trailer as soon as possible, so let's get it on there. Right, easy does it. Easy does it. Whoa. There we go. Tell you what, that was much less work than I thought it was going to be. Let's get this thing strapped on, shall we? Free tractor. I'm not going to complain. Right, let's get the ramps folded up. Let's get this thing back home. Pull it out of the workshop a bit here first. Get those ramps folded up. There we go. Look at that. Get these doors closed off. There we go. Right. Okay. You know what, how am I going to deal with this? I was thinking I need to pick my chainsaw up and maybe come and lob a few of these bushes down, but you know what, the 9620's outside. I'm just going to pick in the one with the triples. I'm just going to get in that and just barge over them. And pick this thing up. I may as well, hadn't I? Oh, let's get home. This is so exciting. Right. As before, I will see you in a few moments. Right, we'll just leave this outside the shed for now. Take your time with it there. That'll do, I reckon. There we go. Look at that. Sorry, don't mean to repeat myself and bore you, but yes, goodness me. What a surprise. And it runs. Just. As I say, the fuel tank needs purging. That needs completely emptying and cleaning out. I'm going to give it a good overhaul. Give it a good wash first of all. Go through it. Change the oil. Change the fuel. And see how it runs. But for another day, we need to jump in this behemoth now and get ourselves back over there and pick up our free auger wagon. What a great end to the day. Right, I'll see you over there in a few minutes. I'll have to give Joe a call over at Clever Motors and see if he can tell me what he reckons these things are worth. Because I've just picked up that auger wagon in the big bundle of stuff that I picked up a few weeks back, haven't I? I've got that lovely black thing in the workshop, but I've got no real use for this thing. But I do love a bit of old equipment. Right. Oh, do you know what? No bush is going to get in the way of this thing, is it? Let's... Oh no, not thought this through, have I? I need to come in backwards. Let's spin this around. See what happens when you get too excited. You just dive in without thinking. Right. We need to swing it out as wide as we can. You can see the hitch where... Oh, there we go. There we go. That'll do. Let's see if I can get that hooked up. There we go. I hope the brakes aren't seized or anything. Let's just try rocking it back and forth. No, no. The wheels are turning freely. Goodness me. Another pleasant surprise. Right, let's... Oh, never mind that. I'm knocking the shed down anyway, aren't I? Right. Let's get this out into here and jump out and have a quick look, shall we? Wow. Pipe even works. Look at that. Not only is it free, but for all intents and purposes, it works. The brakes haven't seized, the tyres have still got air in. Pipe folding mechanism still works, the PTO and the cables have attached no problem at all. I'm gobsmacked, I really am. And this stuff's been sat here for years. You know what, sorry, I'm just going to have to accept that this is awesome. Right, let's get this home. Right, this is us for the last time today, I think. I think I'm just going to park it up next to the truck. My new Fordson. What a find, though. Really, what a find. Come on. Got a bit too much on there, yep. There we go, let's keep that nice and straight. There we go, that'll do. That will do. There we go, everyone. A free auger wagon and a free Fordson. Really didn't think I'd be ending the day like this, I tell you. I'm just going to leave these outside for tonight because I know the weather's not going to turn. We've got a good weather forecast for the next couple of days. Wow, though, really, wow. How lucky am I? Right. Anyway, I'm starving and I'm tired. I'm going to call it a day for today. The dog's fed, we know that. So I'm going to get myself in. So, I think the next time I see you, I won't be oogling over my new stuff. I'm going to be in the field here. I need to get the stones picked out of this field ASAP. I need to get a bit of work done in here. Yeah, there's lots of stones in this field, actually. The soil needs a good coat of nutrition, a bit of lime. Put the nitrogen in when I figure out what crop I'm sticking in here. But yeah, initially it'll be limed, it'll be stone picked, cultivated, mulched, and all that. Yeah. What a field, though. I'm very happy with what Mr. Walters has done for me. Got another really big expanse of land here, and I'm very excited to crack on with my my Airbnb project. I've got a few designs in mind for the house that we're going to build. So that's exciting. So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to hit the hay for the day. So, thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.